Hey guys, it's Magaz here and welcome to the second video in the series where we take a look at enhanced combat trousers. Today we're looking at the Viper Elite Gen 2 in VCAM Black. The Viper Elite Gen 2s are Viper Tactical's take on the Cry Precision style Gen 2 or Gen 3 cut pantaloons. They take some features from both of those pants and basically make pants that are designed for airsoft or paintball or outdoor sports at a relatively budget-friendly price. I picked these ones up from Military First here in the UK, between £65 and £69, 69. They come in three different colorways: VCAM, VCAM Black, and US Woodland. VCAM is basically Viper's version of Multicam, and VCAM Black is basically Multicam Black. It's very similar to actual Multicam Black and it does match quite nicely with actual Multicam Black products. I've worn this with Ultimate OTBs in Multicam Black and they've matched very nicely. I found that the fit on this is very nice. These are a 28-inch waist and they fit nice and snug around the waist, cinch it in a little bit with a belt so they don't fall down. Great. Let's take a look at the fabric. It is a 60/40 ripstop polycotton blend. It's very nice, quite heavy fabric. I don't think it will be as tough or durable as the Cry Precision fabric, but for playing airsoft, paintball or other outdoor sports, I think it'll do fine. The features on this pair of pants are a little different. It's kind of a unique design to Viper. So they've taken some features from here, some features from there, and they've put it into their own aesthetic. At the top, it closes with your standard Cry style waist closure. It has a reinforced piece of Velcro up at the top, which is great. There's nothing worse than that Velcro coming off and you having to re-stitch it yourself afterwards. The first two belt loops have the lower extension for a D-ring or a carabiner, so you want to carry your gloves or a rubber cock or anything useful on there. You can do. They are slightly reinforced at the top and double stitched a little bit down here. The belt loop situation on these is a little bit weird. On this they have this one massive belt loop at the back which tapers in, and then basically two more with D-rings further around, and then these two at the front. There's not a lot of belt loops is what I'm getting at, but there is that one big triangular shaped belt loop at the back, which is, I'm guessing, an aesthetic design for Viper. It also features a little rubber logo. Some people prefer buttons. I'm a big fan of zips, and this is a YKK zipper, which means up, down, up, down, up, down. It ain't gonna come off. It's gonna be fantastic. The pockets are pretty standard, reasonably deep, no reinforcements for accessories here, and interestingly, no lower accessory pouch, which you might find on other Gen 3 clones. You might remember from our previous video, the Flash Force Industries, there is an accessory pocket here. So if you are going to put a pen or a flashlight in there, it's got to be on this pocket. I've been putting a pen and a flashlight on these on and off that I use every day. No abrasions, no wear and tear to this corner of the pocket. So further down on the upper thigh, you have the upper thigh pocket. Single rectangular piece of Velcro, non-reinforced, but it's tough Velcro. It opens up and you have the height adjustment shock cord for the knee pads. Now, these are Gen 2 trousers, so you might be expecting the old school way of doing it, where there was a cinch cord in the hand pockets, but nope. They took the Gen 3 approach and put it in the thigh pocket. We go a little bit further down, you're gonna find the stretch panels. On here, it's a fabric that Viper call V-stretch. It does feel very thin and like it might be easy to tear. I've been wearing these as a daily pant and in the skirmish field, and I've had no issues with the stretch fabric. Below we have the knee pad inserts, ABS knee pads with the foam padding on the inside. The foam padding when I got it was really rigid, but it's been washed a few times now and they've gone quite soft, which is great. These come with the pants. There's some very solid Velcro in there. It's basically all the way around on the knee pads. Some scrimp out and just put little snippets of Velcro here, there and everywhere, and then it comes off and you never see a knee pad again. Not with Viper. These knee pads, I've been up and down, climbed through windows, climbed in and out of vehicles and all sorts of stuff with these knee pads. Never had any issues with them catching or snagging. The one downside is if you take these out, there is no fold-up flap of VCAM Black fabric like you would expect. You've just got your V-stretch fabric under there, so bear that in mind if you don't want the knee pads in there. If we go a bit further down, you'll notice the lack of that weird ankle pocket. I have no idea why you'd need this ankle pocket. I've never used it, so I don't care if it's not there. You might find a use for it. If it's something that's a necessity for your pantaloons, bear in mind that Viper do not include one. As standard, very heavy duty Velcro ankle retention just there. You can bring that really tight, or you can loosen it up and have some baggy trousers like madness. If we go back up here, you're gonna see the cargo pockets. The cargo pockets are very similar to the Flash Voice Industries. There's no drainage holes on this like there are on the Flash Voice Industries. A small Viper Tactical logo on the lower left. 2 pieces of heavy duty Velcro. Inside, there is no elastic organization loop, which is something that disappoints me a little bit because they keep everything tight to your legs and they don't rattle about in them cargo pockets, which is a bit of a shame that it was an oversight in these pants, but like I say, it's not a deal breaker. Now here we're looking at the backside of the Viper Elite Gen 2s. You're gonna notice a big stretch panel up at the top, which is pretty standard for your Gen 2, Gen 3, any enhanced combat trousers. It is the V-cam fabric again. It kind of feels good when you like groping your ass on it like that, but it doesn't feel like a very substantial fabric, and I do worry that it may split or tear. But like I said, probably about 18 months use out of these pants and I haven't had any issues with it yet. Here you can see a good example of the weird middle belt loop. It is a massive belt loop. Fits a good like maybe 2-inch belt through there, but it's a strange design choice. Further down, we have the back flap pockets. These aren't like the Cryo Precision style or the Flash Force Industries where it's this nice discreet zip across here. It's a slightly lower angled flappy pocket with 1 piece of Velcro. They're relatively deep pockets, but I basically never use them. And what annoys me is the flaps always kind of get folded up, and if they end up put away like that, it stays like that forever until you steam it, around it, or whatever. The back of it is basically just standard trousers at this point. There's no scrotal zone stretch panel. You do have the knee pad adjustment Velcro on the back there. Again, standard Velcro. And that's it, that's all she wrote. That's the Viper Elite Gen 2 trousers. Would I recommend the Viper Elite Gen 2s? Yes. If you don't need all of the features of Cryo Precision pants, you just want something that is kind of enhanced, kind of cool, kind of Gucci looking, but at a mid-tier price point, yes, I'd recommend them. They're very hard wearing, very good pants. They're not the best, and they're definitely not the worst. Very good, mid-tier combat trousers. In terms of ranking so far, the Flash Force Industries are here, the Viper Elite Gen 2s are here, and we'll find out what's above and below in the next lot of videos. If you've got any questions about the Elite Gen 2s, leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you want to see more from this series, go ahead, hit subscribe. If you get this video up to 20 likes, I'll release the next video on this series a week early. How's that for a deal? You're getting some extra content to sit on the bog, drop a log to, and go, yeah, that's all right. Like I said, any questions, leave them down below, hit subscribe. As always, I'm Magaz. Remember kids, the air may be soft, but our balls are hard. For the record, it is absolutely freezing in the studio, and this light that's red just gives me like oh, it's warm in here, but it isn't. It's just an LED light with a red thing on it, so it's not warm. It's tricking my mind. It's tricking me, boys. It's tricking me. Right, let's move on to the next pants.